Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Deonte Burden, host of Changing Lives. Today, I got 4 quick financial tips that I think can help you prevent financial issues with family and friends. Number one, always lend out what you can afford to lose. Of course, anytime you give somebody a loan out, you want your money back, but always keep in mind stuff happens. And I think when people borrow money from others, they genuinely have intentions of paying them back, but stuff happens. Other things may come up with them where they may enable you to do it, and most importantly, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you actually really needed that money back. So don't lend out your mortgage, don't lend out your rent payment. Make sure it's something that you gave out you can afford to not be with. Okay. Number two, pay back what you borrow. Okay, make sure your reputation stays intact. Make sure your name is straight. Always borrow. When you borrow, you pay it back. And if the situation come up that you can't pay a person back, be very upfront with them. Let them know before the time you're supposed to pay them back. Listen, hey man, I know I said I'll give you this money back at this particular date. This emergency happened. I can't do it. And just take what comes from that. But always be honest with people if stuff happens. So always pay back what you borrow from people. But if you can't, something come up, be forthright with everybody, just to make sure you're honest and upfront with folks with that. The third thing, learn good financial practices. We're in the information age. We got Google, we got YouTube, a lot of good information you can equip yourself with. So going through life, you don't have to be in the dark, and you can also learn other information that you can shed light on with other family and friends. Number four, which if you do the previous three, this should help you out a lot. Avoid having to borrow. And I'm not saying don't borrow from people or anything like that, because stuff happens. We lose jobs, we get sick, certain things pop up, different opportunities, especially good ones, that we may be in a situation we have to borrow. But when I say avoid having to borrow, if you're equipping yourself with information and doing other things in the right direction, you may not have to borrow, because just like if you're saving money, putting money to the side, you have certain insurances in place, so if things happen, it can mitigate some of those losses. That's what I meant by avoid having to borrow. Make sure you're putting yourself with good practices, good information, and good products that can help you. Where you don't necessarily have to borrow from people. But remember, anything can happen. But I think those are 4 good financial practices to prevent issues with family and friends. Again, our family and our friends, we won't have anything left in the world. They're always going to be there for us. And the last thing you want to have happen is you losing or damaging those relationships behind money, or finances. So I hope those tips helped you. Again, this is Deonte Burden, host of Changing Lives. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the station. Feel free to leave comments. We want any kind of feedback you can leave us. But most importantly, hit that blue man in the bottom right hand corner. Take care.